Hi, Gail King here for Looking to Make a Difference with Gail. We are doing tonight at Gothic Hall incredible Pet Awards for 2016. This is the Pet Philanthropy Circle, the Pet Hero Awards winners. So many different people have contributed in so many different ways, but I would like to acknowledge our co-chairs, Georgia Bloomberg, Prince Lorenzo Borghese, and of course, Greg Oler. So what is this all about? Well, tonight we're at Gotham Hall, where they're having their 5th annual event. We're talking about a cocktail hour, talking about awards, and this beautiful venue, so elegant, and also dinner. We're talking about people who have inspired events. There have been different causes to raise money. People like Petco are going to be honored. And of course, Humanitarian of the Year, Naomi Judd. We're going to try to meet a few of the people later on. Stay tuned for a fantastic evening. How could it be anything but when we're dealing with animals? I'm really excited to be with Greg Oler tonight, who is not only one of the co-chairs, but also you have helped organize this incredible event.
Well, Lorenzo Borghese and Georgina Bloomberg are the co-chairs. I'm the media director, but I work with Jewel. I've been working with Jewel for about 5 years, also on Hampton's Pet Magazine. We're one of the sponsors. But this is an amazing event. Absolutely amazing.
Now, this is the 5th annual.
Yes.
How do you feel this will be different than previous ones?
We were in the Hamptons for the first 3 years, and it was really, really nice. It was at Jewel and Bob Morris's house, which is amazing, Hobby Hill. And last year we brought it out into Manhattan Penthouse. 250 people, sit-down dinner. We sold out. This year, look around you. Gotham Hall is an exquisite venue, and we're so thrilled to be here.
And where does the money actually go? Because you're going to be raising so much tonight to help all of our animals.
The Pet Heroes Award is part of the Pet Philanthropy Circle, and the Pet Philanthropy Circle does a lot of work with animal welfare, education, all over the country. And so that's where we put the money.
Oh, that's just excellent.
Yeah.
And you have so many people who have been nominated, and you have your winners tonight.
Yeah.
How does one select a winner? For example, we know that Naomi Judd, Humanitarian of the Year.
Yep. That's
That's got to be a difficult process.
It is. There's actually forms that we send out all over the country to our advisory board members. I'm one of them. And then they get processed. We all look at them, and then it gets down to a small group of probably out of the 40 advisory board members. We get about 10 people, and we finally sort of weigh everything, the pros and cons and the benefits of what they've done and the work they've done in animal welfare, and then we choose them.
And it's amazing. You have about 9 or 10 different categories. Would you share a couple of them?
Well, tonight we've got Naomi Judd, who's a Humanitarian of the Year. We've got the Petco Foundation, so it's a foundation award.
Yeah, Greg, I wanted to stop you there for 1 second because Petco is amazing. They have raised almost $5 million or helped 5 million animals.
Animals.
And they've raised,
Yes.
I think it's $157 million.
Yes, they're an incredible organization. And then you've got Allison Eastwood, who's got she helps run the Eastman Foundation Ranch. It's Clint's daughter.
And you know what, I have to tell you this. I was so excited because I knew about the wild horses and the fact that she didn't want them destroyed, of course.
Exactly.
But she's also, I believe, representative for mammals?
Yeah.
Could you share about that?
I don't know that much about that, but she's done, if you really start studying all the work she's done, it's absolutely amazing. And then you've got Katie Cleary's got an award for the sort of animal spokesperson, World Animal News and everything else that she has done.
In the shelter.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, there's just some amazing people here tonight, and I'm just thrilled to be a part of this event.
I think you're wonderful. And you do so much.
Well, I have to tell you, Jewel Morris, who's the founder of the Pet Philanthropy Circle, Hampton's Pet Magazine. This is all her doing, and you got to give kudos to her.
Well, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I also look forward to seeing you at the fashion show again.
The New York Pet Fashion Show, February 9th. Yes, I'll be there.
Thank you so much, and thank you for everything you're doing. I'm here with Katie Cleary, looking as more beautiful than ever. Katie, I met you before, and I was just so impressed with all that you're doing. I do want to say a couple of things, though. Katie has been on America's Top Model. We know she's stunning, and we know that you've been on 2.5 Men, and we're all over the place. But what I'm especially excited about is the work you're doing with Gimme Shelter.
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, you're
so
so
sweet. Yeah, Give Me Shelter is a film that I produced. It started in 2012, and it came out about a year and a half ago on Netflix, and took me about 3 years to make it, and put all my own funding into it. And it's about the top 10 most important animal welfare issues worldwide. So the ivory trade, tiger conservation, puppy mills, adopting, not shopping, the fur trade, seal clubbing, the whole gamut, and really just exposing the truth of what truly happens behind closed doors, and getting out in the public to raise awareness and educate people to stop the mistreatment of animals.
It's not always pretty, but somebody has to do it, and we have to help. Otherwise,
Yep. Well, we're going to lose all these animals, before long if we don't act now, especially the endangered species in Africa, the pangolins, the elephants, the rhinos. I mean, every 15 minutes an elephant gets killed for their ivories. So,
Unbelievable.
It just doesn't make sense, and there's hardly any rhinos left. The western rhino went extinct last year in Africa. So whatever we can do to raise awareness, to be a voice for the voiceless is why we're here. We did a little undercover video today at Bergdorf Goodman.
Did you tell us about it?
Allison Eastwood and I went shot a little video, and we exposed all the fur that they were using. A lot of it was endangered species like silver fox and things that are just shocking. I mean, it takes 5 fox to make a fur-length coat, and the
so
fact
cool.
that for vanity and fashion, and I really think that the key is to really make compassion the fashion, and being in the entertainment business and part of the fashion industry, I think that we can really try to set a good example for the future and for our children. So that's what we're trying to do.
I want to thank you so much for all that you're doing.
Thank you.
You're
You're so sweet.
Thank you. We're just starting now. We already discussed that we're friends on Facebook, and the fact that you're such an animal lover. But it's more than that. It's more than a passion. There's something within you that has to help. Can you explain that, Lorenz?
Well, I've visited shelters across the U.S., and when I walked in the first one, I knew I wanted to make a change. I saw these dogs that were about to be euthanized, and it was the saddest day of my life, but it also motivated me to make changes, and I wanted everybody to see what I saw, because I think most people actually are good people, and they want to make a change, but if the truth is hidden, nothing's going to happen. So I just wanted to get the truth out and help save as many dogs and cats as I can.
Things are changing. What's the biggest change you see today?
I think it's social media. Like back 20 years ago, we didn't even know what was going on. I mean, at the time, people were buying dogs from pet stores, and it was okay. Now, everybody knows don't buy a dog from a pet store. Everyone knows that you should adopt, and it makes adoption a lot easier, too, because all you have to do is go on a website and see what's available. So social media is huge, and social media also gets the stories out of what's going on.
Yeah, you've worked with Amanda, and you've worked with a few other people. Tell me a little bit about that.
I work with Amanda and Georgina on Friends of Finn, which is done by the HSUS. It's under the Humane Society of the United States. And their goal is to put puppy mills out of business and make it illegal in the United States to even open up a puppy mill. And the fact that it's still legal in some states is crazy. But we believe in the future, within the next 5 to 10 years, there will be no more puppy mills.
And I have to say, my friend Morgan wants me to say hello to you. Okay. She has the Leon Burgers.
Okay.
I think you know who she is.
Yep.
All right, thank you so much for all that you're doing. And what's the final word you'd like to say to people?
Just say, I always say this, but adopt, spay, neuter, and the United States will be a no-kill nation within 5 years.
It's fabulous. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Good seeing you.
I've devoted my time to helping everybody with charities and breast cancer. I want to thank you for all you're doing for animals.
Animals are part of us. It was Gandhi that said one way to learn about somebody's civilization is to see how they treat their animals. So our civilization is not doing too well.
No, you're absolutely right.
So whether it's a human being that's sick, whether it's an animal that's sick, whether it's a human being that's being murdered or an animal that's being murdered, it's wrong. And that's why I'm here tonight.
I think it's wonderful what you are doing, and I want to thank you so much. You never know who you're going to run into here.
No, you don't. And it's I've been on tour now, so I just flew in because this is a I see all these animals here. They're so lovable. I want to give some advice.
I want to hear your advice.
And the reason, and I've been quoted all over the world, the reason dogs make better friends than people is they wag their tails, not their tongues.
And that's what you have to do.
By the way, folks, I'm not going to tell you in public what thoughts I'm getting right now. You take
Eastward.
care.
And what she's been doing is incredible. For one thing, I know of your work with the wild horses and also as far as with mammals. I'd like you to tell a little bit about that. It's so important for us.
Yes, I started a nonprofit for animal rescue and welfare back, I think it's been about 4 years now, called Eastwood Ranch Foundation. And we predominantly rescue dogs and cats from high kill shelters in Southern California. And we find them their forever home, get them spayed and neutered, vetted. We also do a lot of transports now out of Southern California where we're transporting these shelter animals to other states that don't have some of the overpopulation problems we have in Southern California. Also work on behalf of any animal welfare, try to help the wild horses,
I've
try
heard
to help
so much
circus
about
animals, try to help marine life, anything that I can do to help animals.
Are you the spokesperson for marine?
Yes, it's
Tell us a little bit about that.
spokesperson for
marine, for animals?
Oh, no, I'm not. No? I do work with Marine Animal Rescue a bit in Los Angeles, and I'm on the board of several other nonprofits, so I do whatever I can.
How do you fit all this in with acting, producing, etc.?
Well, actually, I don't act anymore, but I do. I just directed my second film, and then I've produced and developed some television content, so I just make time. Fortunately,
it's so important.
Yeah, it is. It's my passion, and my husband helps me a lot. God bless him. He's actually at home taking care of the kids right now, our four-legged children. And, I have a lot of great volunteers and people who help me.
I want to thank you so much for all that you are doing because it's so important.
Yes.
I feel your passion, and as an animal lover, thank you. I'm here with Matthew Talbot. Matthew, you're the youngest person to receive this award, and you started at age 9. Would you tell the audience what it is that you did so that you received this award and all that you are doing?
So I founded the junior division of Animal Aid USA, and our mission is to every 28 days we drive 1,700 round miles to Georgia from New Jersey and bring back on average about 250 dogs. And as the junior founder of the organization, I try to educate future generations to the best of my ability, as well as try to make a difference in modern day society with animals.
Now, your mom helps you, and I believe Prince Borghese also is involved. So tell me a little bit about that.
Absolutely nothing could happen without Lorenzo and my mom, Karen Talbot. They definitely serve as the quarterback of this operation. Every single dog is placed on my mom's computer on Facebook, and Lorenzo is just such a big help with marketing of our organization and putting it out there on a broader scale.
How has this changed your life?
I could not imagine my life any different than, in 7th grade, my mom used to take me to school in cargo vans because that was how we got the dogs to Georgia. And it's hard to say really how it's changed my life because I really haven't known anything other than it. So, but it's just absolutely incredible to be a part of this.
Congratulations and thank you so much. My pleasure. It's to make a difference in the lives of others, and you certainly have done that.
I hope so.
I'd like you to share a little bit of that with people and maybe inspire them.
Actually, I have a book coming out which will tell my journey through activism with my watercolors, and there's a foundation being formed. The sale of the book, all the proceeds go to my animal organization. So, yes, I'm hoping to make a difference.
Oh, that is just fabulous. How did you get inspired? Were you very young when this occurred?
Yes, I can't remember a time when I didn't rescue an animal.
So we need to encourage our children?
Absolutely. This is what one of the main thrusts of Actors and Others for Animals is to educate children. Children are now telling their parents what to do. They know better, you see. So this is great.
So education is key and awareness.
Education is key about everything. Voting.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A pleasure.
You look beautiful.